So he got up and went to his father. After he done squandered every piece of inheritance that he had, ran away, found himself eating pig slop, and then he's like, what am I doing? He says he got up and he went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. The father's heart towards him changed before the son's understanding of his father's heart had changed. Do you get that? The father always loved the son. The son did not understand how much the father actually loved him. So if the son could just understand and move according to the way he is loved and not the way he feels he is loved, filled with compassion for him, he ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and he kissed him. The son said to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. Confession, I am no longer worthy to be called your son. That's how he felt. Anybody feel that way? Have felt that way? That you're not worthy to be called a son or daughter? But the father said to his servants, quick, bring the best. But he didn't even respond to his ridiculous claim. He didn't even take no attention. I'm not worthy to be your son. Man, go ahead, boy. He showed him how much he loved him. He's confessing, I'm not worthy to be your son. He came back to serve with the servants. He's like, man, I'll just come back and serve. Imagine if I use this. Imagine Carlton, y'all, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. But imagine Carlton runs away from Uncle Phil. Dad, I guess I'm gonna call him Uncle Phil. And he goes and he gets caught. He takes his inheritance. Imagine Carlton. We familiar with Fresh Prince? Am I speaking right? We're familiar. And he runs away and he gets caught up. There was an episode where he went gambling and all. Anyway, he gets caught up and he's like, yeah. And all of a sudden he realized he loses everything. And he's like, man, I had it great. He's like, even Jeffrey's back home living good. I'll go work for Jeffrey. I don't have to go live. I'll go work for Jeffrey. And so he comes home and he's like, Dad, or he's like, Uncle Phil. He doesn't say Uncle Phil, but I want to say Uncle Phil. And Uncle Dad feels like, go get the robe, Jeffrey, and he's like, put that one off. So I'm like, imagine that. And they throw this big old party for Carlton to come home. God's ready to throw you a party, but it happens when you decide to believe what God says about you, not what you believe God says about you. And a lot of us truly are like one wrong to right biblical understanding on the way God looks at you from everything around you changing. You must change the way that you think because God's more powerful. That's your shift today. And some of you out here running away, nobody knows though, but you before God. And you feel like, man, everybody around me, they're going to look at me this way and I'm not going to be able to be a son. It's not going to be the same. Well, you just haven't read the Bible.